Hey everybody, it's Pastor Sap. Listen, I do way more than preaching pastor and meemaw. I am a huge lover of blue crabs. And so I started ordering my crabs from Harbor House Crabs because I love that I can order all females and I don't have to worry about going someplace and they don't have any. So I started ordering. This is my second order. The only thing I regret this order is you can usually change the seasoning level, and I forgot to do that. So it's traditional Maryland crabs, and it's a little too spicy for me. But anyway, I wanted to do a tutorial on how to clean the crabs and then how I section them off to eat them. All right. So here I've already started on one. I break it in half. Look at all those eggs. It is beautiful. And of course, the yellow stuff is the mustard. It is yummy. Here, let's do a replay on this one. Here, I grab another crab. I pull the apron. I pull out all the gills, or what we call dead man fingers. They won't kill you like the rumor or the wives' tale says, but it doesn't taste good and it's just a weird texture, so I would pull them all off. Then you pull off the face, which I think I did first. Then you snap them in half. And that's really all I do. I don't clean it out because I eat everything. Here's another one. You see the female has that apron? And I take that and pull all the shelf off. But then I'm careful to take the eggs off of the top part of the shell because I just love the eggs. Now you see how I go into the corners there, into that tip? What that is where the new shell is forming. Soft shell crabs are just hard shell crabs that are molting, and the next shell they grow is really soft. So if you like soft shell crabs, you like that. So you can tell it's a female because of that apron. And also when they're alive, the tips of their claws are very bright burnt red. The males don't have that. So there I go again, pulling out the new forming crab shell up in the corners. It's good eating, y'all. Yes. I want everything I can eat out of that thing. Then you pull off the gills. Well, that's the face. You pull off the face. You pull off the gills or the dead man fingers. I like to get as much off as possible because although it's Maryland style, I open it like this and then I saturate it with my special garlic butter. So I want as much edible as possible left. That's the face. Those are the gills. This one's loaded with eggs. Break it in half. Look at those eggs and all that mustard. My. Now we're on to my favorite part. The part where we devour these crustaceans. Amen. One of the things that's my biggest pet peeves is, you know how people say they eat chicken, like chicken wings, and it's just so much meat left on the bones. That's how I feel about crabs. And I wanted to show you how I go through eating them. You saw earlier how I clean it. I clean it till it gets to this point. Ooh, it's all those eggs falling out. Till it gets to this point, right? And so what I do is I take this back leg off first, and I try to get all that meat. Let's go, baby. That's good. I'm a messy eater, so I have to bib up. And then I just go. Some things I won't do on camera, but I just pick it apart piece by piece. I try to pull all the leg meat out. Dip it in my butter garlic sauce. And that's it. That's all I do. Take it out by sections. I mean, if you get done and your crab shells don't look clean like that, you ain't doing it right. Okay. For the sake of time, I'm just gonna go ahead. The claw is the last thing that I do. Now, this time I ordered from, I forgot to change the season setting. You can get no season or light seasoning. And I should have gotten light seasoning because the MSG and whatever they put on here, it kind of bothers me. So usually also I'll use a cracker. Take the butter off. This time I'm just going to crush it with my thumb. And so then I just pull the meat out. Meanwhile, you know, it's like this. So my garlic butter has gone inside as much as it could, but I always still dip it. That's that side. Then you take the claw. Rarely am I able to pull any meat out of there. And usually, like again, I would take the cracker. And normally if I didn't have a cracker, I would use my teeth. But I'm not about to do that while I'm being filmed. So just use your imagination. But there's meat all up in here. Then I'll take the body. This is the one where I pulled that back leg off and got all that meat. And then I would usually just crush it like that. And then open it and split it in half like that. And then the meat's just sitting there. It's just literally sitting there. I've seen all these new ways where this guy will take this part and break it and then pull it out like little lollies. That's too much. I don't know. I guess you're just used to what you're used to. And so now here's with the mustard, which is one of my favorite parts. And I just literally go through and pull the meat out. Then I'll break the shell to get to the next section. You can use this, take that off, and then the meat just literally pulls out. Big chunk of meat. Dip it in my garlic butter sauce. And I just do that on both sides until it's an empty shell. That's it. Okay. There are times you get that little thing, but like I said, I like to try to get all the meat out. So we've eaten half of a half. And that's it. And listen. So I wanted to also just show you my garlic butter. It's more like the consistency of a gravy. So I do plan to start selling the garlic butter maybe next month. So you just hit me up and you'll hear about it soon. All right. Bon appetit. Sap out.